piles we started with, and then into these windrows that are kind of marching across the landscape here. And then we scoop, and those windrows, it sits in the windrows for about 2 to 3 months. And during that time, it's breaking down some, it's it's staying moist and it's warm. And if we're out here in an early morning when it's cool, you're going to see steam coming off those piles. They're usually about 110, 120 degrees in the center. So the bacteria and the fungus are really doing their job in there. And then we scoop it out and we put it in the pig pen. And it sits there in the pig pen for about 2 to 3 months, depends on how much time we have and when we get the skid steer and so on. We borrow a skid steer. So the pigs root through it and they do their best. I mean, we give them lots of weeds and vegetables, all the rotten vegetables, things like that to eat, and they love that. That's kind of their bread and butter. And then they also do all this work of rooting things up, kind of homogenizing. And of course, they're manuring into it as well, and so they're adding their own fertility to it. And then we scrape it all out and we put it over here in these windrows. And the windrows over there will be rolled twice, once every 2 to 3 months. So it'll be out of the pig pen for about 3 months, maybe as long as 6 months, and we'll be ready to spread it. So the stuff we're spreading right now, for example, is actually 9 months old. It's from last spring. It started the process. And so yeah, from drop off on site, through the windrows, through the pigs, to finished product going out on the fields is between 6 and 9 months. And during that time, it's heated up to 130 degrees several times, which is a key part of making sure we don't have pathogens, of course, and also getting rid of weed seeds, because we don't want to, the last thing we want to do is spread gumball trees across the landscape, right?
Oh, yeah.
So instead what we're doing, as it heats up, that those either germinates or just kills those seeds outright. And then as we roll it, then the outside of the pile gets moved to the inside, and that keeps that process going until we get to a stable temperature and a stable product, which is what we see there, what David's been hauling out. And so he's hauling in a dump trailer so we can move it to different places on the farm. And then we're going to move that out onto the beds and then plant things into it. So like we see our kale, our chard, onions and all that, that's exactly the process we followed there.